What's up, guys? Actually, you recognize that one? That's pretty cool. Another thing that we were talking about when it comes to the business, and that I think is important for us as business owners, is understanding all the aspects of your business. Doesn't mean that you have to be able to run everything. In wraps, if you're a full service wrap, right, you have project managers, designers, your production guys, people that run the print machines, and you got guys that do weeding, masking, helping sign production, banners, whatever it is. You've got the wrappers. You've got to have guys that take apart vehicles within reason. You've got all these different scenarios that are going on daily within your business. And one of the things that I found was that I needed to understand those jobs well. Not completely, just well. One is if you're a smaller business and you're relying on one single person to, let's say, run your machines. God forbid something happens and that person is no longer there or needs even to be out for 2 weeks or whatever it is. If you don't know how to at least reasonably operate that stuff, you're now handcuffed by that employee. That's not a great spot to be in. You want to be able to continue. Sometimes that means you have two people cross-train that one doesn't do it all the time, but when needed could jump in. So have people that are cross-trained to be able to do certain things within your business. That way you're not handcuffed by one single person. Me personally, I've learned how to run my machines. I understand design. I'm not the one to sit behind there. I understand Control Z, going backward. But I understand it, and I can work with my designers on what we're looking for, what we're looking to achieve. I understand the vinyls that we use. I understand how to print things, how to laminate, how to run our plotters, and then obviously I can wrap. So I've been in the project management part when I started the company, developing a good project management sheet. Who's the customer? What do they want? What are they looking for? And ultimately, one of the big things on our page that I put on several years ago was expectations. What are the expectations of the customer, and setting those properly with them at the first time we talk about the job, what we're going to do, and what do they expect, so that we can make sure that all expectations are met. Unmet expectations create disappointment. Disappointment creates anger. Period. End of story. Take that, run with it, use it in your whole life. Because it works in every aspect. It works in relationships, friendships, business. It's a good one. Keep it. I learned it several years ago, and I will never let go of that one. So I guess that would be kind of to wrap that up. As the owner, understand your business. Understand all the aspects so that when you're working with employees, when you're working with them, you have the ability to understand where they're coming from, have a little empathy for what it is that they have to do and what they deal with on a daily basis. And it allows you the opportunity to look from the outside and go, hey, I need to make an adjustment. I'm going to even use an example. I had somebody work for me for several years in print production. Great employee, love him to death, moved. So I'm stuck with somebody not being able to run my machines within 2 weeks because that's when he's leaving. I went back there into my production room, and within 3 days, I noticed there's some things that I didn't like. So I'm in the back, and I have to now learn this essentially from the start. Like, we've gotten new machines over the years and all that. I had a handle on it in the very beginning. Now I've got flatbeds, CNCs, things I don't know anything about. I haven't run the printers but a handful of times over the years after many years of not, doing it. So I went back there, and I had 1 week to learn before he was leaving. And so I went back there. Day 3, I noticed some things. I was like, why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it this way? I didn't say anything to him. I just started gathering some information, got with my designer, went over some things with her, and after the employee was gone, I implemented a few things that I could have implemented years ago, but didn't implement because I wasn't in a good understanding. Like I thought I knew, but I had no clue. The amount of time and the process and the simplicity that I was able to create. Once that employee's gone, I changed up the process, simplified the process, and I now was able to bring somebody in and train them and show them after I had done it for a couple of months on my own within 3 to 4 days. And after a month, they were off and running full bore. Actually, I would say in probably 2 weeks, pretty much running full bore. After a month, had every bit of it under control. And it could have been done years ago. I just wasn't as in tune as I needed to be into that division. Obviously, for a lot of us rappers on the rap side, we know it, we get it, we can work the processes, where we're going to put heat guns, all this stuff. But it's these other little things that allow us to flow and have a better overall company that reduces waste, reduces costs. Because as you grow, you're going to have to bring on employees. And if you aren't simplifying processes, that means you're going to bring on more employees. So you want to maintain. Labor is one of our biggest costs, especially in an industry where you have trained people, highly skilled people, being designers or somebody that's going to run your 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 printer. You want them to be skilled. You want to pay them well. You want them vested in it. So with all these people and good rappers, you want to try and have people that are highly qualified, that know how to do what they do without having a whole bunch of them. And so taking the processes and simplifying the processes and creating standard operating procedures really changes the game in your business, in my opinion. Humble opinion, I don't know. I'm learning every single day.